I mean, in a previous era, both Manchester United and Chelsea would have been punished for their utter ineptitudes with relegation. This is what used to happen to big clubs when they screwed up. United went down in the 70s, Chelsea went down in, well, they spent quite a long time in the second division in the 80s, right? You got punished. And you spent a season down in Division 2, you wore your sackcloth, you rebuilt, and you came back stronger. And I think it wouldn't be the worst thing for big clubs to just have a season in the Championship. Obviously, it doesn't happen anymore because the financial gap is so wide, and even serially screwing up for 10 years. And Manchester United will never, ever really fall lower than 7th or 8th. You end up in a perpetual cycle of being mediocre. I think United should be relegated. They could do with sort of giving up their Premier League status for a year.
They've made it quite an art making victories terrible. And I think even at 2-1 to Sheffield United, we all thought, well, Man United will sort of win this.
I would have loved if the interviewer said, another embarrassing win, Eric. That's what I would have led with.
When asked if he understood why the reaction had been negative, he said, absolutely not. The reaction from you, the media, was embarrassing. Yeah, I mean, it surely will end.
I find it difficult to see him holding on to his job beyond the end of the season. I think he's hanging on by his fingernails. I think if they had lost against Coventry, I would have been very surprised if he had not been fired on the spot and make his own way back to Manchester. To be 3-0 up against a Championship side in an FA Cup semi-final and to come within millimetres of losing, that is an embarrassing win for a club of the stature of Manchester United. But he can quite correctly point out, we won, and that's what matters. But it was far from convincing. This win was far from convincing, and lots of the results, good results this season, good in inverted commas, have been far from convincing.